Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Final Fantasy. So, like I said at the end of the last episode, I did farm some. I did end up leaving the shrine because apparently you end up getting spell slots with the Knight Ninja. And I was like, what the heck? Okay. So I left. I just stocked up on a crap ton of items. Any of the items you could buy, I just got 50 of them. Still have a crap ton of money left. Because the enemies in this area give a ton of money and a good bit of experience. It still took me a little while to run around, just learn the spells, different spells that they could learn. I somehow missed where you could get other level 8 spells, so I got a couple of spells there, a couple of here. So my full casters are fully decked out now, and my half casters actually know spells now, which I didn't know they could ever learn. I got to level 40. I did try like getting a few levels, getting close to around level 35 for the party, and still wasn't quite able to beat the boss. I don't know if I just suck at the game or if he's just that strong, but we're going to try again. So, if you're seeing and hearing this, it means that I won. It was spoilers. And if you're not seeing or hearing this, then obviously we know what that means. So, we already know what happened to him. We went through this dialogue in the last episode, so I'm going to kind of just skip through it, get to the boss fight, see what happens. I assume this is the final boss of the game, so I'll beat him, hopefully, and get to the credits. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, man. That's not good. No, it was not a lot of damage. That's good damage. Uh-oh. Beautiful. You gotta be kidding me. He's just focusing on the warrior. Golly. I'm gonna assume this time he'll do a big AoE attack. We'll see if that's true or not. Yeah. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so the slow and the haste looks like they cancel out. So if I attack with you, predict an AoE attack with you, and then haste with you. Okay, I got the AoE attack prediction right. I got the haste off before he attacks. Whew. Okay, attack, magic. Gonna know all yourself. Oh, why did I do attack? God, I'm kind of dumb. I'm going to do the magical thing. How do you miss yourself with a buff? Come on there, buddy. Let's see. Oh, I got the heal off. I don't know. Oh, he still might kill with this. No. Okay. There's still a chance. Okay. Another big heal. Last big magic attack. That's not good. Okay. Let's try no all on you. Must do ice. Oh. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. How are you? Can you only have 2 buffs on like the wizard folk? Attack. Let's do the last massive big heal. And let's just keep it going. Oh, how are you dead? Gosh dang it. Yep. Attack. Full life. Oh, I forgot you have the big. That's right. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot I had holy. Let's do it. Yeah. This isn't good. Okay, that's one. No way. No way. Let's go. Yeah. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath, but magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world. That trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. But all that is now past. When the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds live on. Tales of dwarfs and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reach for the heavens even as they fell. And now, the return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer a profound and heartfelt thanks. Yeah, good game. Wow. Never really played a Final Fantasy game other than the online one. So obviously never beat one. This was fun. Some parts of it does show its age. I still really enjoyed the like pixel art. Still, it looked great. And the way that the world looked when you were in the skyship was really cool. I liked how it like progressed, traveling. We're walking, and then you unlocked a boat, and then you eventually unlocked the skyship. I don't know if I was just a little dumb and didn't find where to find the skyship, or if the game really just doesn't give you that much direction on finding the skyship. I would say that was the only time I felt lost, if you would say. Once you have the skyship and you explore all the towns, there's just so much to do that you end up figuring out the rest. But it was fun. It was a really good game. Compared to the modern games, yeah, the story might be short. It might even seem kind of simple, but there's still there's beauty in that, you know? I'm a fan of the classics. Classic story, classic movies, classic music. There's nothing wrong with something being old-fashioned, especially if, you know, it's something like this where Final Fantasy kind of shaped the world of RPGs. It's still one of the biggest, if not the biggest, RPG genre in the world. So obviously what they were doing back then worked, because it allowed them to keep doing it until they got where they are now. And I have no doubt that probably a lot of these people on this list are filthy rich now. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I have no idea how strong you're supposed to get in the game. Was turning random encounters off a bad idea? Or was it a good one? Did I lose out on a lot of stuff from turning off those encounters? I don't know. I know there's the bestiary thing or whatever, by encountering and defeating the different enemies in the game. So if there's a post game, you know, I don't know if I'll ever go in and try to 100% the achievements, but if I ever get to the point to where I would start streaming games in general, that might be a fun little side series to do, where I take some of these old games I've beaten in the series and stream them, attempting to 100% them. But I'm not in a good position to have the time to stream, so that's why I just have to settle for making these short videos here and there. Sometimes I don't even have time to make these videos, so when I do have time to make them, I just go all in and try to make as many as possible. Sometimes that's only 2 or 3 20 to 30 minute episodes. But it's been fun so far, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Gonna hop into Final Fantasy 2 after this. It's probably gonna be the very next video, is the start of that game. I don't really have anything on my plate to play in between, so I might just hop straight into the second one and beat it as well. And you get to be dragged along. How great is that for you? Man. You know, I know they did some remasters of these Final Fantasy games. And I guess technically, because I'm playing the Steam version, this would be the quote-unquote remastered or most recent edition. There has been changes in these games from what I've seen online. I don't really know what the changes are. I saw somewhere that the level cap was increased at one point in time to go all the way to 99. I cannot fathom. Just getting from 30 to 40 took me long enough. I'm sure that there's probably some insane XP, like, farming strats, but I don't know. I wanted to play the game in one of its most intended forms. Is that the right way to say that? Probably not. I didn't want to cut corners this time. Didn't want to look up a easy farm location to get infinite money and experience and get strong into oblivion. Like, I'm sure that final boss at a certain point or a certain level just becomes a joke. And even at level 40, I was, when I did look up to see, like, I saw a site that gave you recommended levels for certain areas of the game, and I saw the final boss, and I looked, I tried to not see anything else. I did see that he had like some crazy high defenses, but those numbers didn't really mean anything because I wasn't digging into the data like that. But I saw they recommended level 35 plus, so yeah, that first little grind up to level 35, tried fighting the boss, got bodied, still, then got to 40, sometime on the way to 40, that's when I was like, oh, let me go buy more stuff, and that's when I figured out that the Knight and the Ninja had spells. That was apparently a thing. They don't tell you that. I don't think at any point in the game they say that they get spells. Yeah. And that was another thing. I saw some of those spells earlier in the series I talked about that, like the white mage couldn't learn, the like teleporting out of the dungeon and stuff like that. Once you, I assume it was the class upgrade thing. When I went around just learning the spells for the knight and the ninja, I saw that they were now able to learn those spells they couldn't learn before. I don't know. But these are just small gripes compared to just how much fun the game was. And I enjoyed figuring that stuff out because it was like a really big, like, oh, no way kind of moment. So it's not something that was recorded, unfortunately. So, well, that was basically my reaction was, oh, no way. I went and spent the in-game gil on getting their spells. And I really think it made a difference being able to do those extra buffs. I mean, I barely beat the game with one guy left standing. And even then, there will be a cut in the end. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I get a little star. Aw. Yeah. So now if I load, where am I loaded at? Oh, just outside. Wonderful, but come up here. It's been fun. And it's been real. And this time, it was real fun. Still lost to the final boss a couple of times there at the end. Even being level 40. Barely squeezed through, but the struggle is part of the fun. I could feel like I was getting close there, so I attempted it a few times, and yeah, I was able to win, and it was worth it. I'm glad that the final boss didn't feel easy. I'm glad that the last few bosses didn't feel easy, and it feels rewarding to you know, without choosing the system or anything, it feels rewarding to be able to still push through and win in the end. Well, that's enough rambling. I will get to ramble more in the next game, in the next video, but for now, this chapter of Final Fantasy is over. And if you made it this far into the series and into the video, thank you. And goodbye.